Okay, so I'm about to try and start this car. It's a 1971 Wolseley. It's been lying here for a couple of years without being started. As you can tell by all the dust on it, it hasn't been out of the shed in a while, but it's in my way at the moment and I want to get it out. So I've checked the oil. The oil's okay, the oil level's okay. I've checked the water is okay. There was a problem with the clutch where it was seized, so I've cleaned out this, taken off this master cylinder and cleaned it out, and put new fluid in and bled it, so that seems to be okay now. I'll try and find a picture of it and I'll insert it here in the video. So hopefully that works now when I get it started. If I get it started, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to disconnect the coil and turn it over a couple of times just to try and get some oil moving around it. So I've got a battery pack connected to it now just to give me an extra bit of juice because I think this battery is going to be dead or near enough. I'm just going to turn over a couple of times and then reconnect that and see if I can get it started. Okay, so I'm just going to reconnect the coil and give it a little bit of choke this time and see if we can get... Oh, so we've got a bit of a leak. So when I turned the ignition on, I could hear the petrol pump pumping, and now I've just had a little look here and I could see it's leaking petrol out here. I know before on some of these cars, I've just given the carburetor a little tap and that seemed to stop the petrol coming out here. So I'm just going to give that a wee tap of a spanner and see if that sorts it out. So I'm going to turn the ignition back on again and see if that is still flooding there. So there we go, ignition on. Okay, so the ignition is still on now and there's no flooding here anymore, so hopefully that sorted that problem. Okay, so we're going to give it another go now. This time I've got the high tension lead on and I'm just going to try and pull the choke a little bit as well and see if it goes. Okay, so that started actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to start. Okay, so we got a problem here. I think this pipe is broken. It must be for the oil pressure gauge. So I'm just going to switch it off again. All right, so that's a bit of a pain in the butt. It was definitely oil that was pumping out of there. I can smell it and feel it. So that must have been joined down there onto that. Probably got broken while I was taking that clutch master cylinder out. So I was just pumping oil out there. I'm not going to leave the engine running too long with that. So I'm going to have to try and repair or replace this, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. I might be able to just block that off somehow. Okay, so it's 2 days later. Yesterday I managed to get the car out of the garage and I gave it a quick wash, but it was teeming rain all day, so I didn't get to video that. So just a quick video to update. There it is, it's all washed now. I've got it back in the garage. This time it's not over the pit. The pit is more or less free now, so I can use that whenever I need to. Just to update you on what I've done to get me by for now with that oil leak. As you can see there, I've just stuck a screw into that hose and put an extra little Jubilee clip on it here, and that's stopped the oil leak for now. I'm going to have a look online and see if I can buy a new pipe that comes from the gauge in the dash to this hose and replace that at some point, but for now that's getting me by. So it just goes to show you that working on these old cars, although this one started a lot easier than I expected, sometimes unexpected things happen and you fix one thing and something else breaks along the way, but eventually you get there in the end anyways. So that's it. There she is in all her glory. I hope you guys liked the content, and if you did, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. Thank you.